It's no secret that I think the Patty film is the best Bigfoot footage the world's ever seen. The sheer quality of the camera work when compared to other Sasquatch footage, and the gait and limb proportions ruling out the possibility of a man in a suit, make it something of a holy grail of video featuring the American ape man. Despite this, since almost the beginning of the film's existence, rumors and accusations have been thrown around that the footage is a hoax of sorts. While there have been a lot of allegations put forth in the film's over half a century history, I want to focus on the two main ones I've seen being spread. The first piece of misinformation I want to address is the claim that Roger Patterson confessed to hoaxing the footage on his deathbed. Now, even after a lengthy search, I've never been able to find a source for this claim. I have found two things it might be getting conflated with. The first is that a few days before his death, Patterson is said to have expressed regret that he and Gimlin didn't just shoot the creature when they saw it, since they did have a firearm at the time, and a physical specimen would do a lot more to prove the existence of Bigfoot than any video, no matter how well shot it might be. The other story I might be getting confused with in this decades-long game of telephone is a confession that Patterson actually did make on his deathbed. That being that he used a fake Bob Gimlin when touring. You see, after the film started to gain traction, Patterson wanted to tour the country, showing it off and discussing the story behind it. Gimlin didn't. Patterson's solution? Hire someone to impersonate Gimlin. One of Gimlin's friends saw this and realized that the man portraying himself as Bob Gimlin was not in fact Bob Gimlin, and this was a source of tension between them, and it wasn't until Patterson was on his deathbed that he came clean and the two reconciled. The second major source of claims that the Patty film was hoaxed comes from a number of people who have said that Patty was them in a suit. And unless they're all standing on each other's shoulders, at least one of them has to be lying. Although it would explain the height. However, the one who's gotten the most attention is a man named Bob Hieronymus. Hieronymus claims that in 1967, Patterson approached him and promised to pay him $1,000, which would be just under $8,000 in 2021 dollars, to wear a Bigfoot suit, do a funny little walk, and to keep quiet. He even went so far as to take a lie detector test on national television when he was spreading these claims. Well, he did pass the test. The polygraph test is not admissible evidence in court, and for a very good reason. It's really easy to pass, even if you're lying. Hieronymus even wanted to show his recreation of the suit. Here you can see Hieronymus putting on the suit. The man next to him is Phillips Morris, no relation to the Fortune 500 company, who claimed that what's shown in the Patty film is a suit he made for Roger Patterson back in 1967. Now, if this doesn't look silly enough to you right now, here's a side-by-side of Patty and Hieronymus in a suit. Now, if you overlook the hair and skin colors, the limb proportions, the muscle detail, the suit's texture, and the fact that it looks more like something you pick up at Party City for $40, and not a suit that Disney's costume designers said couldn't be made by anyone in the world, why, the two are practically identical.